Now that I have all the drawers assembled, I'm going to use the BLUM Tandem Drawer Slide template for the 563 series, as well as the BLUM Tandem Plus tool set to install the slides. It makes quite simple, easy method of doing this. At the end, we're going to assemble the last drawer front and put it all together. You're supposed to drill like a 6mm hole for that little pin to go into the drawer back, and the drawer locks that go up front. BLUM's Tandem Drawer Slide template makes it pretty easy to drill these holes. You just simply set the template down, use the appropriate drill bit size, and drill the holes. It's pretty versatile and can be used on either side of your drawer bottoms. Now I've drilled the 2 holes where the slide pin will slide into. Next we'll go to the front of the drawer, swap out drill bits, and drill the 2 pilot holes for the drawer slide screws. So this template's holes are bushing lines so they won't wear out very fast. To set this depth collar on this 6mm bit, there's an index slot within this template. To set the depth of the other pilot hole, there's also an index slot to slide the bit into. This creates the perfect depth for all the holes. After drilling all the pilot holes, you simply slide the slide up into the rear pilot hole and screw in the front screws. What we're going to do here is we're going to put the final drawer on here. The drawer front holes are already drilled, but we need to get our spacing right. Everything's about 1/4 inch, so the easiest way to do that is just take a piece of your 1/4 inch scrap and lay it on the bottom drawer, and then set it up here. With that, you can get it pretty close to where you need it, and then since these are adjustable, I can actually adjust the left and right on these slides and get it a little bit better, because I'm actually low on this side and high on this side, so it actually needs to be kind of a little more like that, which will allow it to be straight up and down. But in order to do that, you need to drill holes. So what I like to do is I like to take some Scotch removable poster tape. And for me, what I like to do is I like to take this removable poster tape, because I just need something temporarily to stick the drawer front up there. So I'll take a piece and then just run it down the side here, making sure it's stuck on. And then I'll do the same for the other side. This eliminates the need for any clamping or other creative ways to try to get to stick on. So what I usually do is just do something like this. It gets hidden behind the drawer front. You'll never know it's there to start with, or when you're done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece here. So now I'll take the drawer front, figuring out which side I want up, and I'll just simply sit this down on this 1/4 inch right here. And then get it kind of ballpark it from left to right. So I do have a little bit of adjustment I can do left to right and up and down. I'll ballpark it so it's pretty close. Then I'm going to take a drill bit that's just a little bit smaller than the hole. Like that. And this double-sided tape really isn't strong enough to hold it on permanently. It's strong enough to hold it on long enough for me to get those holes done. Now I'll take a little bit bigger bit and I'll simply drill these holes out. And what I also like to do, because I want these a little bit bigger so it'll apply a little bit of panel adjustment to, is I'll just kind of wiggle the bit around while it's running. Is I use the snap-off screws that come with it, and I actually grind them off. In the case of this, they're ground off 1 segment shorter. So then I can just slip them in like this, slip each one in the hole, and then from here, just slit it through the hole. The reason why I do that as opposed to, at least on these, as opposed to drilling through the drawer box into here is because these stiles, where these stiles are, as you can see when it's centered on the drawer, there's not much to really drill into. And in fact, because the overlay, it almost lines up with the drawer sides. So I'd actually have to drill a hole diagonally in here to catch into this. It is what I did with my pan drawer. It's a lot more work, a lot more difficult. If I have problems with these drawers adjusting, you know, the front's getting loose because the handle and adjusting, I may consider doing that, but for now I'm just going to do it like this. So my drawer is just temporarily being held up there in a combination between the sticky tape and the screws. I'm just going to take my hardware and get it started. Because here's where I'm going to go back and kind of fine tune this a little bit. See, like right now you can see it's really low. In fact, if I take my 1/4 inch piece and I try to stick it in here, it's not going to go in. It goes in fine up here with some extra play, but not down low. So what I need to do is lift that up so that it's actually higher. Okay. My other 1/4 inch piece fell in here. So really I need to lift it almost all the way up, but not quite. But like I said, that's where you can adjust it kind of as you're going along. And here's where I'll make some additional adjustments. I'm over too far to the left, so before I tighten it up, I'll just kind of slide it over a little bit. Because it's still not tight, but it's tight enough to really grip against that that adhesive tape. And with that, I made this side too low.
6.5 hours later.
And this side's up a little, so we'll raise it, or a little bit, so we'll just raise it up a little bit. And we'll lower this side down a little bit. Maybe one more. And that is pretty much how you can get these drawers adjusted with these slides the way you need it. And that's pretty much all I need to do to get it in there and get it set perfect. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.